The Detroit Pistons have proven themselves as one of the most formidable teams in the NBA this season, and their latest victory over the Milwaukee Bucks only added to their growing legacy. The Pistons defeated the Bucks 129-116 on Friday night, claiming their 12th consecutive win in what can only be described as an impressive and dominant performance. The game saw Detroit's young star Cade Cunningham put on a spectacular show, finishing the night with 29 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds, guiding his team to another convincing victory. This win was especially significant as it extended their winning streak and helped them secure a much-needed win against one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. Cade Cunningham's performance in this game was nothing short of outstanding. Not only did he rack up significant points, but his all-around game was also a key factor in Detroit's success. His 10 assists showed his playmaking ability, while his 8 rebounds were a testament to his tenacity on both ends of the floor. Cunningham's ability to create for his teammates, control the pace of the game, and score when needed was on full display. With every move, Cunningham seemed to silence any doubts about his growth as a leader, especially at such a young age. He played with poise and maturity, showcasing the kind of leadership the Pistons will need moving forward if they are to remain contenders. Supporting cast step up while Cunningham was undoubtedly the star of the night. The Pistons supporting cast also stepped up in a big way. Veteran forward Tobias Harris, who has been dealing with injuries this season, turned to the lineup and contributed 18 points in what was an efficient performance. Harris's return was crucial, adding an experienced presence to the lineup and helping stabilize the Pistons' offense when the Bucks began to make small runs. Another player who made a significant impact was Jaden Ivey, who returned from an extended absence due to injury. Ivey played 15 minutes and contributed 10 points, showing that he can be an important piece for Detroit as the season progresses. His energy and athleticism on both ends of the floor were vital in the team's efforts to maintain their lead. The Pistons as a whole shot a scorching 62.8% from the field, an incredible statistic that highlighted their offensive efficiency. They also connected on 16 of 33-point attempts, further demonstrating their offensive firepower. This kind of shooting performance paired with their solid defense is a recipe for success that could make Detroit a dangerous team moving forward. Their ability to stretch the floor and hit shots from all areas of the court kept the Bucks' defense on their heels throughout the night. The importance of the win against the Bucks. Detroit's win over the Bucks was not just another regular season victory. It was a statement win, as the Pistons not only extended their win streak, but also secured a rare victory over a team that has had their number in recent years. The Pistons had been on the losing end of a 13-game losing streak against Milwaukee, but this game marked a significant turning point. The Pistons came out with a sense of urgency and a determination to break that streak. They dominated the Bucks from start to finish, at one point holding a 29-point lead, a margin that was too much for the Bucks to overcome despite a late surge. The significance of breaking that losing streak cannot be understated. It speaks volumes about the progress the Pistons have made as a team. In years past, the Pistons may have struggled in a game like this, especially against an opponent as talented as the Bucks. However, the 2025-2026 Pistons showed maturity and confidence that has been lacking in previous seasons. With the young talent they have, including Cunningham, Ivey, and others, the future looks bright for Detroit. The impact of Giannis Antetokounmpo's absence for the Bucks. This game was a tough loss, especially given their struggles in recent games. They've now dropped 4 straight, and their inability to get back on track was evident in this matchup. One of the main reasons for Milwaukee's struggles was the continued absence of Giannis Antetokounmpo, who sat out once again with an adductor strain. The Greek Freak's absence was a significant blow to the Bucks, as they rely heavily on his presence both offensively and defensively. Antetokounmpo has been the centerpiece of the Bucks' offense for years, and without him the team struggled to find the same rhythm. The Pistons took full advantage, outplaying the Bucks on both ends of the floor. With Antetokounmpo on the sidelines, Milwaukee looked disjointed. Their offense lacked the fluidity it typically has when Giannis is playing, and their defense struggled to contain the Pistons' high-powered offense. Players like Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton tried to step up, but they were not enough to overcome the Pistons' hot shooting and dynamic offense. The Pistons' defensive efforts on the defensive end. The Pistons were sharp, even if their performance wasn't perfect. Detroit played with intensity, ensuring that the Bucks' offensive players were contested on most shots. Their defense helped them build an early lead, and they never really let up throughout the game. Players like Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duran were key on the defensive glass, securing rebounds and limiting the Bucks' second-chance opportunities. Stewart was particularly impressive in the paint, using his physicality to guard the rim and protect the basket. Duran also provided a solid presence in the paint, ensuring that the Bucks weren't able to get easy baskets inside. The Pistons were also able to disrupt the Bucks' passing lanes, creating turnovers and capitalizing on fast break opportunities. This up-tempo style of play has become a hallmark of the Pistons' success this season. They're not just a team that can score in the half-court, they can get out and run when given the chance, making them an unpredictable and difficult team to defend. What's next for the Pistons? Looking ahead, the Pistons will try to keep this momentum going as they prepare for their next game on Monday against the Indiana Pacers. A win would give them their 13th consecutive victory, bringing them closer to tying the franchise record for the longest win streak, which they set in both the 1989-90 and 2003-04 seasons. If Detroit can continue to play with the same level of intensity and efficiency they showed against the Bucks, they could very well make a push for the top spot in the Eastern Conference. As for the Bucks, they'll need to find a way to right the ship quickly. Their 4-game losing streak has them struggling to stay in the playoff picture, and they'll need to bounce back with a win in their next game against the Portland Trail Blazers. Without Antetokounmpo, the Bucks will continue to rely on their role players to step up. But it's clear that they miss the superstar's presence on both sides of the ball.